everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. So today I will talk about the upcoming year of 2026 for the sign of Aquarius. So this is for everyone with their sun, their moon, or the rising sign in Aquarius. And I'm going to pinpoint key dates and months of the year of 2026 for love, for career, for health, and all those things, okay? But before we start, I created this calendar. So this is an astrology calendar. And unfortunately, the camera is a bit vague, okay? Because the calendar is of good quality. But I pinpointed all the specific dates with do's and don'ts, and you can really apply it to your own schedule in this calendar. So have a look on Etsy. I put the link in the description box below. And let's now have a look at your year ahead, my amazing, amazing Aquarius. So Neptune is going to be back in the sign of Aries from Pisces in your third house, okay? And this is related to your communication. So here you're going to have a very, very creative mind. You could do creative writing, creative speaking almost. The way you speak is very poetic. So if you're into poetry, this would be a really good time. Now, Neptune can also sometimes create a bit of confusion here, like forgetting things or not being able to store your memories so well. Okay. But on the 13th of February, Saturn is going to back Neptune up. Now, the third house is also related to your siblings, right? And with Saturn here in the third house, there could be a little bit more of a cold interaction with each other or a bit more serious. And through maybe this bit of distance, you have some more time to get to know yourself because Aries is about your own identity. Okay. So it doesn't have to be anything bad. Like it could be just a period where both of you are just very busy and doing your own thing. Now, Saturn in Aries in the third house is also really gonna prevent you from speaking abruptly. So you're gonna really think before you speak, and you rather say nothing than speak of something that for you doesn't make any sense. Okay. So if you're studying or learning, it's gonna take a little bit more time, but at the same time, it's going to be long term because the things that you read repetitively are gonna be things that are gonna stuck with you for a long time, okay? So yeah, you're gonna really find mental strength here, okay? Mental strength will be developed, and that's really going to create your character. Now, a little bit of difficulty with the neighbors sometimes can come up, okay? Or you're just not that warm towards each other. Yeah, that also just depends on where you live. On the 17th of February, we have a new moon, annular solar eclipse in your sign in Aquarius. So at 28 degrees. So if you have your sun, your moon, or your rising at 28 degrees, of course, you will be highly impacted. This could indicate a new beginning. Maybe you want to change your looks. Maybe you want to change the way you present yourself. Okay. It can just be an energy like, this is something I want to go for. You want to take a new path. And with that, you're going to change your attitude and the way you present yourself in this world. Okay. Then on the 25th of February, Mercury stations retrograde in Pisces at 22 degrees. And this is going to be in your second house, okay? So here you're going to have maybe a little bit of confusion regarding situations of money. Okay, it could be you're not getting paid enough by a client, or there's going to be some kind of delay coming in, or your job, you have a misunderstanding about how much you earned, especially if you have to deal with like commission type of work. So make sure to have good agreements. It's not the best time to sign new contracts for like a new job, for example, or a new client, unless it's someone you worked with before. And if you have to, make sure to get a second opinion. So someone that's going to look at your contract. So you make sure that all the details are covered, because with Mercury retrograde, we're so internalizing everything that we skip over certain things. And that's why sometimes we speak more scattered, right? Like it's more difficult to convey the message because you're feeling it rather than speaking it. Okay. Then we have a full moon, total lunar eclipse in Virgo. That will be on the 3rd of March. Okay. And this will be at 12 degrees in your 8th house. So this has to do with your paperwork. Make sure everything is in order. We're still in this Mercury retrograde phase, which is, the ruler of Virgo. So check out if everything is up to date, if, anything you need to revise or have a look at once more, and just organize your, everything related to your money. And I know this sounds a bit boring, but it's also part of work. Okay. We're gonna go to the fun stuff later. I promise you, Aquarius, there are gonna be some really good things for you as well. And money is not necessarily a bad thing, right? There could be some really good things coming out from organizing like the boring stuff. So I like to cover all of it. Okay, so get your paperwork in order. Look at where your money is, how you can distribute it, and how to work with it in the best way. So then we have Jupiter in Cancer up until the 30th of June. And, it's going to station direct on the 9th or 10th of March, depending on your location. So here, Jupiter is going to give you more of its blessings, okay? And it's going to be in your 6th house. This has to do with your health. So there could be some good news regarding to your health. Okay. The only downside is with Jupiter in the 6th house, same as Jupiter in the first, that you want to expand your body. Okay. You want to eat more and enjoy more food and all these things. So make sure that you don't eat too many sweets. Okay. Not too much self-indulgence. But career, yeah, it's good to change career around this time. Usually the 6th house is more about your day-to-day work. Okay. So it could be that you're finding a new job in the same kind of area. It's not usually not something completely new that you're gonna do. Could be, but it's gonna kind of be on this same-ish level. If you are working with clients and you're a self-employed, you can expand your client network. Okay, you can expand your client network. You could be getting a lot of compliments in your work or just having a lovely time with your colleagues. Okay, this is a nice time to spend with them and to get to know them a bit better. Okay, because for you, work, if you're going to a workplace, it feels like home. So you want to be in a place that is like cozy. Okay. Between the 10th and 17th of April, Jupiter in Cancer is going to sextile Taurus in the 4th house. So this is a really beautiful time to, for example, move. Like some of you are maybe even moving for a job around this time. You could be getting money, okay, through selling houses, selling a house. Like if you're a real estate agent or somehow working with houses, families, you could be working in, yeah, working with families, psychology, all these kind of things. You could be seeing rewards for that, okay? In money or in just like compliments and people really praising you, right? This is people that get like an award for all the work that they've done and the appreciation. Good time to spend with family as well. Yeah, some of you will be buying a house around this time. We have the 1st and the 19th of June. Okay. Jupiter is conjunct Venus, another amazing aspect, which is going to be in your 6th house as well. Okay. It will be in Cancer. So Venus will be in Cancer up until the 12th. Then it will go into Leo. Okay. Very good time for love, my lovely Aquarius. Okay. We're going to go to that very soon. So this is a good time for work. um, it's also a good time to realize that maybe you need some more workouts because it is quite a lazy conjunction. Okay, so spoil yourself, but also make sure that after that you're going to go back to your routines and all those things. But good time for career. Also, I don't want to skip our lovely pets, okay, because this up until the 30th of June, or in those days that I mentioned, getting a new pet could very well be something, okay? You could be taking care of a cat for, or a dog or a rabbit or something for a family member, or take it with you. Okay. Some of you are going to find pets on the street or buy one, or you might have a new pet coming in your life, and this companion is like a teacher for you. Like, you know, if you believe what I believe is that a lot of the past that we have are our teachers, are like our soulmates, okay, in a way. And they choose us. They choose us, and we know it. And we can't really get rid of them once they've chosen us. They are literally the cutest things on this planet. I believe so. They're so beautiful and innocent, just like children. But yeah, let's move on. Okay, so Uranus is um in the fifth house, sorry. It moves in the sign of Gemini on the 26th of April in your fifth house, okay? And between the 21st of May and the 30th of May, the Sun and Uranus will be together in the fifth house. This is brilliant for people who are doing photography, design, working online, having social media. You're going to have such creative ideas that are going to help you get more exposure. Okay, get more exposure with the work that you're doing. So anything creative, you can just write the ideas down. Okay, this is also sudden fertility. Okay, so sudden pregnancy. So be very careful if that's not what you want. But in general, this is more related to ideas, creative ideas, spending some great time with your loved ones, okay, your children, your partner. And, if you're into dating, it's a good time to go on a dating app. Okay. If you're not into that, don't worry. Just be out and about and have fun. Okay. This is the same thing you can do with this placement. And then we have on the 28th of June, we have Mercury stationing retrograde in Cancer in your sixth house up until the 22nd of July. So here we have to deal with all the things that are going well. Okay. But it needs some um, retrospection. I don't know what's going on. I'm close to Mercury retrograde. I'm starting to notice that I'm scattering with words. So literally, this is a time for where you might have some miscommunication with your colleagues. Okay. Also, this is a time to take care of your health again. Like I said, if you were eating a little bit too much or enjoying yourself a bit too much, now you're going to introspect and see what you want to change with your diet. And you're going to do it more with the mind, right? You're going to write maybe a plan or things you want to stick to. Jupiter in Leo, my lovely Aquarius, this is fantastic news for love. Okay, this is the time to be out and about where you can find a partner that is like, maybe true love or is like a soulmate. But I always say you have to be ready because you have to make sure that you're seen, but also internally you have to be ready because sometimes we are still so much in our fears and so much in our pain that the right person is standing right next to you and you can't see it. Okay. So work on yourself because then when you take off the layers and we're being our authentic selves, you can attract someone that is really a match for you. Okay. And that can definitely happen. So, a wonderful time for collaborations. If you're working with clients one on one, this is a beautiful time, Aquarius. So, a lot of good things can happen for you. A time that needs a little bit of a watch out is between the 29th of June and the 12th of July. This is Mars conjunct Uranus. Okay, this is like a bit of an angry time. So watch out with conflicts with your children, with your partner, throwing around your painting material because your painting failed. Your creative project is not going the way you want to, and you're starting to slap everything. Okay, be calm because this time can, you might make impulsive decisions that you're gonna regret later. So don't throw away that creative project that you're working on. Okay, leave it, take it back after the 12th of July when things are a little bit calmer. Okay. On the 19th of June, Chiron is in Taurus in your fourth house up until the 17th of September 2026. Okay. And this is about your materials. So there could be like this fear to get rid of your stuff. So you might be hoarding a little bit, okay, when Chiron is in Taurus. And it's going back in Aries still, but you're going to get like this pre-taste. So this is not a time to become a hoarder, okay? Like gathering all the things that you have, because you're going to feel more attachment to your things, or you're going to give everything away and then you're going to regret it. So really feel what it is you want to keep and what you want to exchange or give away or sell, okay? It could even be with a home. Like it's going to be very painful to sell your house. Like maybe you have a lot of sentimental value to the house, so it's going to be more difficult to let it go. Okay. Also, regarding family, there could be some trouble with family and money. Like there could be some struggles with that, how to distribute certain money or property, even. And you feel like, yeah, this is not really being handled in a good way. Um, but to the highest point, you could become an advisor, money advisor, you know, anything related to the home. You're going to be good at advising others because the fears you have, you're going to read into so many things to prevent it that you can be a teacher on how to prevent something or how to work with something. Okay. So on the 12th of August, there's a new moon, total solar eclipse in Leo at 20 degrees in your seventh house. So this is again highlighting new love for you. Okay, new love. Some of you are getting married after June. Okay, getting married, getting engaged. Sudden changes can happen. Like some of you are gonna break up and meet someone else. This sometimes happens as well. Okay, because we have the South Node coming in, and this is the next thing, okay? On the 18th of August, the South Node is going to go in Leo, and the North Node is in your first house. So, any relationship where you gave yourself completely away, because the North Node in the first house is saying, don't forget yourself, Aquarius. Don't forget yourself. It can be as simple as just rebalancing an existing relationship and putting more focus on you is making this relationship better, because sometimes we focus too much on our partner is not good, but too little is also not good. So here you're going to create a balance, okay? And in some cases that creates a breakup and meeting someone new, okay? But it's definitely a year for love, or at least starting to know what you want. Like some people don't want a relationship, which is also something that you can learn about yourself. Okay, there's so many planets in the people, so many people on the planet that we can really not see what is good for everyone, right? So we all have our personal wishes and things that we want in life. So you're going to figure that out. You're going to experiment also with your personality, with your identity, like what you want to look like, what you want to embrace in this life, okay? So you might go a bit overboard first. But people get used to it. You want to be a little bit more rebellious. You're gonna be a bit more rebellious. You're gonna take paths that people are like, what? Do you dare to take that path? And you're gonna be like, yes, I'm gonna do it. Because I'm finding out that this is something I want. So you're definitely being pulled in a direction that is better for you. Okay. So on the 28th of August, there will be a partial lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces at 4 degrees. And this will be in your second house. Okay. And this is all about your money, your finances, how you're gonna, value yourself as well. Because with Pisces in the second house, sometimes you don't know how to value yourself. Okay. Like some of you can, if you're connected to your spiritual side, if you're connected to your spiritual side, you can feel your worth. You can feel how much you're worthy of. And for some of you, you want to do too many things for free. Okay, so make sure to connect, especially if you're Aquarius rising, right? So make sure that you value yourself and you know what you're worthy of. Okay, so you're going to learn that around this eclipse. Now, on the 2nd of October, Venus is going to station retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. Now, Scorpio for you is in your 10th house. So this is related to your work, your public image. This is not really a time to change your looks, okay? To change your looks, because it might be a bit of a shock to the outside world, okay? And even to yourself. This could be things regarding money in the workplace or how you're being valued that is going to be brought up. So if anything bothers you regarding money or how they value you or how they appreciate you, this is just for you to heal. If nothing comes up, nothing is there to be healed, okay? So don't worry if you don't feel any of that. Be careful as well for past loves coming back through work, okay? Because they might have a second agenda. I always say people can't come back during Venus retrograde. It happens, but you have to see after it's direct. So after the 12th of November, if this thing is gonna stick, okay? So it will be in Libra after the 25th of October, and this will be in your ninth house, okay? So you might be traveling to a place. You might even meet someone that you used to date. Okay, you're gonna travel to this person and see if something is still there. Okay, but you can only decide after Libra is direct. Then on the 23rd of October, Mercury is also stationing retrograde. Okay, it's gonna align with Venus at some point as well in your 10th house. So some miscommunication regarding work, maybe your boss as well. There could be some miscommunication or unclear things regarding your boss happening. So make sure to look into that. Work, it's not a good time to change work, okay? Unless you have both Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde in your chart, I would hold off for now from changing jobs, okay? If you can like work from home or be a little bit more by yourself, that would really be helpful, okay? So on the 4th of November, we have Mars, Jupiter, and the South Node all in your seventh house. This will be until the end of November. And, it's hard to pinpoint the South Node because it's really rebalancing past lives and past. So, according to that, you will see results. But Jupiter here in the seventh house and Mars together can bring back, a past love, past life love or past love. Just, Mars is there as well. So make sure this person comes in with the right intentions. And also, it could create some jealousy. If this person comes back, it could create some jealousy to the outside world, okay? Make sure to stay balanced. Don't forget the North Node in your sign, okay? You have to stay in your own strength. Also, when a person comes, because I've seen this happening, and this comes from trauma, right? Where I see that people completely give themselves away once someone is coming in their life. And I'm not saying that's you, right? It's just a general thing to avoid with displacement, okay? So stay with yourself and be your beautiful self, and this person will love you even more, and then compromise in that. So that's going to be your fine key. That's the key for you this year. The best months for career, my lovely Aquarius, January till July, October, and November. Love months, May until December. So, love cycle for my Aquarius. Traveling, March, April, September, and October. Moving months, April and May. Money months, February, March, August, and September. Then we have health months, January till July. Okay. So that would be my overview. Of course, this is a general overview for you, my lovely Aquarius. If you want to help me spread this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video, leave a comment below about your plans for next year, and check out if you are interested in my calendar. Check out the link below, the Etsy link, which is going to send you right to this calendar. Honestly, I'm wishing you all the best for this year. I'm wishing you a fantastic, fantastic year. May love find you and be blessed. All the best. Bye bye.